Today's episode is all about my absolute favorite party game. My family plays this every year on my birthday. It's an absolute blast. Welcome to Mountain Mama, a family lifestyle channel. My name is Mary. I am mama to 6 grown children and grandma to 3 little ones. Also, I live along the beautiful Colorado Rocky Mountain Range. Are you ready? Let's get this party game started. This game is super easy and it's very simple to get together. All you need is pens and paper. It's new, it's fresh, it's exciting every time you play. First of all, you will need at least 6 people to play this game because you're going to divide into 2 separate teams and you want to have at least 3 people on each team. When we played this game last week at my birthday, there were 8 people. And we decided to do the 4 guys against the 4 gals. We call this game 5 names. I'm not sure if that's actually what it's called, but that's what we have always called it. So what you want to do is you want to get your paper and cut it into small pieces, and you're going to give each person 5 pieces of paper, just big enough to write a name on it. So each person is going to write 5 different names on the 5 different pieces of paper that they have been given, and they're not going to tell anyone what their names are. These names of people can be real or fictional people. They can be living or they can be dead. They can be actors. They can be the characters that the actors played in movie or TV shows or whatever. They can be cartoon characters. They can even be a family name. Once everyone has their 5 names written down on 5 pieces of paper, they fold those pieces of paper in half and they put them in a hat or a basket or a bowl. And then you make sure you have your 2 teams that are picked who are going to compete against each other. This game is divided into 3 rounds, and each round uses the exact same set of names. Round number 1. So you pick a team to go first, and then you pick one person on that team to go first, and they're going to get 30 seconds. The other team is going to time them, and when they say go, that person who's it the first time is going to pick a name out of the hat, and they're going to do their best to describe that name without saying the person's name, and their team members are going to guess what that name is. Once they've guessed the name, then they move on and pick another name. And the object is to get their team members to guess as many names correctly as they possibly can in that 30-second time frame. This is very important. They have to say the name as it's written on the piece of paper. So if the name is Captain Ahab and the team guesses Ahab, you have to keep getting them to guess until they say Captain Ahab, because they have to say the name as it's written on the piece of paper.
Start. The Ides of March. The guy who's famous for the Ides of March, who's killed during the Ides of March.
Julius Caesar!
He wrote the Declaration of Independence.
Thomas Jefferson!
A soda.
Mountain
Dr. Pepper,
Dew?
yes.
Dr. Pepper's not a person.
It's a name. It's a title as a doctor.
That was done.
Spider-Man's real identity.
Peter Parker, Peter Parker.
A whale.
Time.
Now it's the other team's turn, and they're going to do the exact same thing.
Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
No,
so
the
you already
dude who
did
rejected
it.
the claim in the Senate.
Benjamin.
No, other
Jody.
dude.
Why don't you just
Judy.
say
Josh
it?
Hawley.
Yes, maybe that's not the right one.
Your name, say it.
Not Wesley, but
Boy.
her
So let's
is
look up
what's which is
What's her name?
her title and her
Princess.
candy bar.
Buttercup.
Yes. Joe.
Biden. Who wrote Biden?
Yeah. Trump's wife.
Melania.
Time.
And you're going to keep going back and forth between the 2 teams, and you're going to rotate who gets to be it. So everyone gets a turn at describing names on the piece of paper. And when all the names are out of the basket or the hat, then you simply count up the number of names that each team got, and the one who has the most is the winner of round 1. Round 2. Now, you could just stop right there and not go any further. The game is really fun just like that. And we played it that way for a long time until we discovered about round 2 and round 3. Round 2, you're going to do the exact same thing with taking turns, only this time the person who is drawing the name out of the hat and describing it to their team members, they're only allowed to say one word. Now you might think this is really hard, but keep in mind that you have all those names in your head. You're familiar with them because you just heard them all. So while it is more challenging, it's also not as hard as it looks.
And you mark, get set, go.
Verse.
Verse, Bible, biblical? Verse.
Did you say verse? Universe.
Spider-Verse. Knorr.
Spider-Man Noir.
I should have thought about that movie.
Whale. Moby Dick.
Well,
Rome. Julius Caesar. Western.
time.
Oh! Go.
Missouri. Josh Hawley. Chicken. Colonel Sanders. Nancy.
Pelosi.
Commercial chicken. Buttercup. Princess.
Wesley.
Fidel.
Castro.
Watch. Ted Baker. Soda.
Let me see.
Dr. Pepper. Joseph. Stalin.
Time.
Woo!
Wow.
It's the same thing. End of round 2, each team adds up their points or the number of names they got, and that determines who is the winner of round 2. You may wish to stop there and not go on to round 3, but round 3 is where it gets really hilarious because round 3 is charades. Now normally charades is really hard for me and I don't particularly enjoy it, but think, you've already gone through each round of names twice, so they're familiar, they're in the back of your head. So it's easier to figure out what each person is trying to act out when you are familiar with the names.
Dark.
Captain Ahab.
Oh, good one.
Wow.
What?
Wings.
Oh,
Fine.
I know this one.
Four
Corners.
Wonder
Time.
I'm gonna go.
Stanley.
Ah.
I was thinking the same thing because that's what Jason did.
Castro.
Oh.
Wesley. Princess Buttercup. Restaurant.
Jr.
Donald J. Trump. President.
Time.
And there you have it, my absolute favorite party game. It's family fun at its very best, and it's great for friendly gatherings too. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.
Donald Trump Jr., Donald J. Trump.
George
Chris Pratt.
Washington.
George Washington. Yeah.
Run.
Kung Fu!
Give me liberty and get Patrick.
Nathan
Hale. Thomas Jefferson. What? That's the next one. Julius Caesar.
Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, I know.
Chris Pratt.
President Trump. Donald Trump. Peter
Parker.
Tom Holland. Spider-Man.
That's been a while.
Princess Leia. Donald Trump Jr.
Who's timing it?
Ilhan Omar.
Yes, he looks so
Oh, wow.
Triangle? Teleprompter Biden. Walking through a door. Donald Trump. What? What? Walking through a door. What?
Time.
No. Okay, go.
Speaking of house, Nancy
Oh,
Pelosi.
A whale.
Time.
Alright, how many did I get?
Four.
Tail and it's all true, gonna swear by my tattoo. Did you get that?
Yep.
Got it.